Good afternoon. Very good, very good. Thank you. It is my pleasure to be the first to welcome you, our new Grinnellians, to this incredible community. And of course, welcome to the many family members and loved ones who have joined us today, both in person or via live stream. We are privileged to have you among us. My name is Ben Newhouse, and I'm the Associate Vice President of Student Affairs and Dean of Students, and I use he/him pronouns. As we begin our time together, it is only appropriate that we acknowledge the indigenous peoples upon whose land we live, learn, work, and play. We are humbled to be neighbors of the Meskwaki Nation, recognized as the Sac and Fox tribe of the Mississippi and Iowa, through its purchase of land and establishment in Tama County in 1857, less than 30 miles from Grinnell College campus. And we acknowledge that we are on the ancestral territory of the Sauk and Iowa peoples, whose land was taken from them through the encroachment of white settlers, and then formally in 1845 with government land concessions. We wish to pay respect to the Meskwaki, Sauk, and Iowa peoples, both past and present. And now please join me in welcoming some of the Grinnell singers, conducted by the Blanche Johnson Professor of Music, John Romerine, and accompanied by Farron Johnson and the unstoppable Professor Mark Laver, as they sing Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace.
At the start of today's ceremony, the bell was rung to mark the official start of your time at Grinnell. The bell rings at Grinnell College's most important moments and is the original Iowa College bell that rang out in the first and second locations of Iowa College in Davenport. When Iowa College relocated to Grinnell, the bell remained in Davenport as the college did not have the resources at the time to relocate it. According to Grinnell College lore, some of which I'm going to make up right here on the spot, a class of 1882 graduate named Dr. Harry Downer worked for 18 years to procure the bell. Unfortunately, a local Davenport school had already repurposed the bell, and despite assurances from the school board that Downer could retrieve the bell as long as a suitable replacement was found, the school's principal declared that the bell would be taken down only over my dead body. According to my notes, he also referred to the bell as my precious. It was following that declaration that Downer shifted from diplomacy in the light of day to reclamation in the dark of night, absconding with the Iowa bell in what was declared a rescue mission. Why did you give the theft anecdote to the Dean of Students? So on June 4th, 1932, Dr. Harry Downer presented the bell to Dr. Julia Hill, class of 1909, and the granddaughter of the Reverend James J. Hill, one of the founders of the college. The bell was finally home. Today, this bell rings for you at the start of your student experience at Grinnell College. In a few short years, we will ring the bell once again to celebrate your growth, achievements, and success as you graduate from the college and join the distinguished ranks of the Grinnell College alumni. May each time the bell is rung remind us of our connection to one another and to the generations that came before us and to those who have yet to join us. Education is not a solitary endeavor. We are enriched by all those who have stepped foot on this campus. And now it is my pleasure to welcome Joe Bagnoli, Vice President of Enrollment and Dean of Admission and Financial Aid, to the podium.
I'd just like to take a moment to look at you. Don't take that the wrong way, but it's been a long year waiting for this moment to see all of you here. My colleagues in admission and financial aid and I are thrilled that you're finally in Grinnell all together. And certainly there can be no better time than this moment for a selfie. Well, normally a serious batch of professionals who have spent more time thinking about you this year than your own grandparents, our admission and financial aid teams are seated in the front rows here today. A fitting symbol, right? A fitting symbol of the role that they have played in leading all of you to Grinnell College. In history professor Joseph Wall's book on Grinnell in the 19th century, we learned that our founder, J.B. Grinnell, was in search of what he called an ideal community. Apparently, a stranger convinced him that the intersection of two train lines would be the logical location for a college. It's a longer story than there's time to tell, but J.B. Grinnell bought 5,000 acres of land that he had never seen before from a stranger he had never met before, who told him that the land he had just purchased could be found along the train tracks in central Iowa, marked by a magic flagpole. This is a true story. You are sitting about a quarter mile from the original location of that magic flagpole, a replacement of which stands proudly next to our Juneteenth flagpole behind Herrick Chapel here on campus. These flags welcome everyone to an inclusive community, always striving to become the best version of itself possible. While we may seem like friends now, most of you, like J.B. Grinnell, took the word of the former strangers here on the front rows that this place could be your ideal community. You've come from many places to become part of one Grinnell family. 76% of you attended a public or charter high school, and nearly as many of you dedicated time during high school to serve your communities. 2/3 of you participated in varsity athletics or club sports. Over 60% of you engaged in the fine, creative, or performing arts while in school. Several of you were involved in school government, journalistic, environmental, and social justice endeavors. Some of you did all of these things. About 30% of you identify as students of color from the United States, and 28% of you are either dual citizens or spent most of your life living outside the United States. In total, you speak 46 languages, come from 37 states and 27 countries. All of you have one thing in common. You're now Grinnellians. We have a few gifts for you. The first enrollment deposits were submitted on the same date, in the same hour, and the same minute. So it's a tie. They were from Janet Montez Gonzalez in Chicago. Are you here, Janet? She was the first to deposit and the last to the welcome ceremony, apparently. Just kidding, Janet, wherever you are. What about Kevin Dong from Eaton Rapids, Michigan? Are you here, Kevin? There we go. Kevin is right here. Let's take Kevin a gift. Among the things we have in those bags is an insulated winter toboggan, and perhaps no one is going to appreciate it more than the student from the city recording the highest temperature in 2025, that temperature being 118 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is Kingston Bristol from Bullhead City, Arizona. Kingston. Andrew Reinhardt from Pella, Iowa, traveled the shortest distance to Grinnell. We love our students from Iowa. Where's Andrew? All right, Andrew, right here. And the student who traveled the farthest, over 9,000 miles from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, is Ella Park. Is Ella in the room? Ella. There's Ella. Most of our international students traversed a disconcerting geopolitical labyrinth to join us in Grinnell this fall. You want to see how happy the rest of us are to welcome you to the USA? You will soon become familiar with the pulsing sound of a passing train that bisects campus. May it remind you that those native to this land, J.B. Grinnell, generations of faculty, staff, alumni, and others dedicated to building their ideal community here, endured hardships. No doubt you will encounter challenges of your own. But as sure as J.B. Grinnell dreamed it, we believe in your capacity to build your version of ideal community here. And we represent scores of Grinnellians who are eager to support you on this journey. Finally, students, can I have you please stand? Finally, to all of our guests who have nurtured and shaped these students, we thank you for the trust that you now place in them and us to walk these next steps together, and we salute you with a standing ovation. And now it is my pleasure to welcome Ruth P. Feingold, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Dean of the College, to the podium.
Welcome new students, welcome returning students, families and friends, and everyone else here. I would like to share with you, first of all, that I am also new to Grinnell, so you are a very special class to me. We are starting together. I am moving into my own new home today, so we are having move-in day together, and I will always think of you as my peers in this endeavor. So thank you for joining me as the newest Grinnellians. You, like I, am joining an absolutely astonishing community of scholars, of artists, of thinkers and makers, of citizens of the world. This is an incredible place that we have all come to together on the prairie from near and far to make something new of ourselves and to make something new of the world around us. You've come here to learn. You are learners, we are educators, but you are also here to educate us. And I think that this is something really important for you to be thinking about. The kind of learning that you are going to be doing at Grinnell is a mutual process. You are going to be teaching yourselves, you are going to be teaching one another, you are going to be taught by us, and we are going to be taught by you. The word unique is very, very overused. I am an English professor, so I can tell you it means one of a kind. And I can also tell you then that I do not use it lightly when I say that every one of you is unique. Each of you is bringing something special and new to this community. You may not even know exactly what it is yet, and you may discover it while you are here. And that is what this kind of education is all about. It's about discovery. It's about learning new things about the world, about one another, about yourself, and making something new and meaningful out of this. The faculty here are your leaders and your guides in this process. I can encourage you no more strongly than possible to reach out to them. Talk to your faculty, make the most of the classes that you go to with them, go to their office hours, connect with them. They are here because they want to be your partners in this learning experience. Reach out as well to the staff. There are hundreds of wonderful staff members here who can help you with anything imaginable and also are just fantastic people to get to know. They too are Grinnellians, and we are all in this together. I want to encourage you in your 4 years at Grinnell to take risks. Take intellectual risks. Study something you never have heard of before, something you're not sure you're going to do well in. I know that's scary because you are all overachievers and you're used to doing really well in things, and sometimes it can be scary to possibly not do well in something. Push yourself. Challenge yourself. Learn something new and different. Every semester, take a course that appeals to your sense of whimsy. What is this thing? What can I learn by doing this thing that I haven't done before? Take personal risks as well. Orientation can be really overwhelming. I just want to say this now. I recognize this. We're all shaking our pom-poms at you and cheering. That can be a lot, and you may have to go and find your own little quiet places someplace on campus to be for a few minutes or a few hours. That's okay. This campus has lots of quiet spaces, but push yourself still to get out there and take advantage of the new things. I can't guarantee that everything at Grinnell is going to be easy. I can't guarantee that you're going to love everything or everyone, but you will be a better person. You will find the people who are really, really important to you for the rest of your life as you look around this room and as you go into your classes and you spend time on campus. Make the most of your time here. Make us proud of you. We are already proud of you. We are delighted to have you here. So welcome the newest Grinnellians, and I am now going to pass you on to my colleague, J.C. Lopez, the Vice President for Student Affairs.
Good afternoon. I'm J.C. Lopez, and I get the honor to serve as the Vice President of Student Affairs. My pronouns are he, him. We are so happy to see you all here, new class of 2029 and our transfer students. You could see that we're incredibly excited to welcome you to Grinnell College, our family, and our community. I would also like to acknowledge and thank the student leaders of Grinnell College for all their dedication and commitment and all they have put into welcoming, programming, and supporting the transition of our newest Grinnellians. We appreciate you and your hard work. So first of all, to the Grinnell Science Project GSP leaders, thank you. To the International Pre-Orientation Program IPOP mentors, thank you. To the Peer Connections Pre-Orientation Program PC Pop mentors, thank you. To our community advisors, CAs, and Res Life team, thank you. To our new student orientation ambassadors, NSO, thank you. To the Grinnell singers, thank you guys. To the Grinnell College student athletes and teams, we thank you too. Additionally, I would like to share our gratitude to the professional staff across the college who have been assisting students with their transition and their experience throughout the summer and now during new student orientation. Thank you to our faculty, tutorial faculty, for their ongoing support of our first year experience and student success inside and outside of the classroom. We appreciate all that you do for our students' growth and learning. Lastly, to the class of 2029, I would be remiss if I didn't take the time to recognize your parents, family, friends, for all they have done to make this amazing opportunity available to you guys. So thank you for entrusting Grinnell. My message is very simple, and something that you can carry and remember throughout the next 4 years. Practice kindness, be thoughtful, extend grace, and embrace empathy as foundations. These values can serve and guide you during your journey with others, but also practice them with yourselves. As we start this incredible experience together, find ways to uplift one another as Grinnellians because there's strength in relationship and the community you shape. So thank you and welcome, class of 2029. Next, I would like to introduce Keanu Yamanaka, Student Government Association President, for their welcoming remarks. So welcome, Keanu.
Hello, everyone. My name is Keanu Masami Yamanaka. I say it not for remembrance, but for visibility. For our voices hold power, and our stories deserve to be seen and to be heard. Who you are matters. In 4 years, people will not remember your GPA. People will not remember your awards. People will remember the type of person you are and choose to be. I remember my first year at Grinnell College, the gratitude that I felt being accepted, and the uneasiness of being in rural Iowa, coming from the large city of San Diego, and the excitement I had and the courage to try. We are all in the same place together now. Whether you come from down the street, from across this country, or from the other side of the world, we are one community, one people, and each one of us belongs here. So I say lean on each other, keep each other safe, and love one another. We are all we got. My first week at Grinnell College was unlike anything that I've ever seen. I remember my first time going to the dining hall, feeling overwhelmed. I could have 3 meals a day, 7 days a week, every week, for the next 4 years of my life. At Grinnell, this was just another Tuesday. I remember different Tuesdays. Tuesdays surviving chronic youth homelessness. Let me paint you a scene of community. An ocean breeze in your face, a pleasant aroma of cultural foods, and young children running around the courtyard smiling. Our mothers would host potlucks, a gathering of dishes to share our cultures with each other while we danced to the music as if nobody was watching. You never expect this magical scene to take place in a homeless shelter. We cared about each other because when it feels like your whole world is crashing down, the kindest thing you can do is offer a hand up. My mother's favorite birthday was in a shelter. Community is what you make of it. So when court cases determined whether I'd be safe or in danger, when my mother picked up my friends holding trash bags of only what they could carry, when one car meant a car for many, when a potluck meant community, we were all we had. We were all we had. We relied on each other. We chose to treat each other with dignity, with love and compassion. Escape was a word that flew in the wind. It danced around us in an everlasting firestorm of chaos, of danger and uncertainty. How do we survive Tuesday, hiding for safety, lacking every basic need, and still chase our dreams? Simple. We grasp onto hope with everything we have. I know the feeling of having limited options, how when you're boxed in, you feel lost, uncertain of where to go. Sometimes when you're more focused on where you're going to sleep tonight, things like going to college seem like a distant dream. But I also know Grinnell made no mistake in accepting you. You deserve to be here. You deserve to be treated with dignity. And you deserve to dream too. Live fearlessly. You will find your community at Grinnell College, for it's our shared humanity that binds us and brings us together. We can choose to treat each other with dignity. We can, and we must. Learn your custodian's name. Share resources you learn with each other. Be proud of who you are, and know that you too have the courage to try. After securing housing, I had a choice. I could stay hidden and invisible, or I could risk everything and speak up. I chose to speak up. At City Hall, at the Capitol, California, in Washington, D.C., in a delegation to offices of U.S. senators alongside service providers, executive directors, and youth. We brought our stories, we brought our hope, and we brought our courage to try. Together advocating to reauthorize national legislation, the Runaway and Homeless Youth and Trafficking Prevention Act, fiercely. In the words of civil rights activist John Lewis, when you see something that's not right, not just, not fair, do something, get in trouble, good trouble, necessary trouble. And in the words of my own, our hands deserve to hold our dreams, and our dreams belong among the stars. Know that you too belong here. Every student and friend, every parent and guardian, every staff member and faculty, every international student, every first-gen and low-income student, every person from the LGBTQ plus community, every disabled person, every black person, every multiracial person, every Asian person, every white person, every Latina person, every Middle Eastern person, every indigenous person. You belong here. You deserve to dream and be treated with dignity. My name is Keanu Masami Yamanaka, and this year's SGA president. Welcome to Grinnell College. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I also have the pleasure and honor of welcoming and introducing Grinnell College's 14th president. Give it up for President Ann F. Harris.
You see why we do what we do. Keanu, thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, Grinnell College, class of 2029. You are bright and beautiful, and you are here. Hello, families near and far, here in Grinnell and out in the country and the world through our live stream. They're in the back of the room. Parents and families, my heart is with you. I'm the last speaker, so this is between us and goodbye. So my heart is with you. Our youngest just started his second year of college, and I'm here to say, we've got you and your wonderful child, and every emotion is okay. And if you need one, I'll be giving out free hugs on the lawn during the reception after this ceremony as we approach our goodbyes. Had a lot of people take me up on that last year. I'm ready. So my name is Ann Harris, and I do have the honor of serving as the 14th president of Grinnell College, and the joy of standing before you today to welcome you to Grinnell, to begin our lifelong adventure together. So you've heard this word a lot, and we don't rehearse our talks together ahead of time, but I was really pleased to see a theme emerge today. You've heard this word place many times in people's comments. We do our work in place in a residential college where we learn with and from each other. We do so in vibrant and dynamic places shaped by your experiences in your classrooms, your residence halls, our community, and yes, all the places you will go. So I'd like to pause with you on this word, place. Its origin is from the Latin platea. It means broad street or avenue or courtyard. So at its origin then, this word place fosters gathering. Gathering to walk down a broad street or an avenue, gathering in a courtyard. And that is our invitation to you today, that you gather with us in this place of free inquiry, in this place of intellectual joy, in this place of marvelous people, in this place of discovery and wonder, this place of world-altering ideas and mind-bending words. So I want to do a little meditation on place with you. Not literally a meditation, more of a, anyway. As was said about this place by alumnus Lester Aleman, class of 2007, never underestimate the power of the prairie. You are in a place of rolling hills and open sky, a place that opens itself to your imagination, that pushes at the horizon, that will call you to gather with stargazers and dreamers and your astrophysics faculty members when the northern lights dance over us. And it happens out at the golf course. Come out there. You are in a place animated by a state flag that features a flying eagle holding a scroll in its mouth that proclaims, "Our liberties we prize and our rights we will maintain." It was designed by Dixie Cornell Gebhardt, who was born, lived, and died in Knoxville, Iowa, about an hour from here. As a member of the Daughters of the American Revolution, she designed this flag in 1917, so that soldiers from Iowa fighting overseas in World War I could find each other, could gather under its emblem and its promise. You are in a place gladdened by campus and community collaboration, where we are all known as Grinnellians, each of us interpreting that in our own way. I'm going to share with you some words from one of the songs of the fantastic Grinnellian musical, The Beast That Wasn't, that was brought into being through the brilliant collaboration of student Libby Albright, who's right here, working with theater professor Carrie Miller and community leader and director of the Grinnell School of Music, Aaron Buston. So I need you to imagine 8 to 12-year-old Grinnellians singing the following words. Grinnellians ought to stick together. Grinnellians should all be friends. Everyone shares all the stuff we gather. Everyone collaborates, and this is all hyphenated, rhizomatically in a non-traditional, non-hierarchical system of governance in which everyone is treated equally. And they really sang it. They really did. It's a great message about the place we want to be, the place we reach out to each other to become. You will shape a place where our college and community newly gather in the Weingart Civic Innovation Pavilion in Renfro Hall. Ah, the people who know Renfro. So just last fall, we gathered to dedicate Renfro Hall and honor the resplendent Mrs. Edith Renfro Smith, an educator and community leader. And the first Black alumna of Grinnell College, graduating in 1937 and celebrating her 111th birthday this past summer. Yes, amazing. And she said in a video to our community that it was her best one yet. I love that. So this fall, and that's because of Grinnell, right? There's a lot of surrounding her and her giving so much of her vision to this place. Now this fall, we are opening the Weingart Civic Innovation Pavilion, a unique space where college and community members can gather to collaborate and celebrate. It's dedicated to the memory of Catherine Howell Weingart, class of 1961, by her brother, Stephen Howell, class of 1963. There is great love in this place. So sayings you'll see when you go. Sayings by Mrs. Renfro Smith are on the walls throughout Renfro Hall, including one of her favorites from her mother, and it echoes a lot of what Keanu was saying, which I share with you now. No one is better than you. You are unique, and you are you, so never forget how important you are. At Grinnell, you will live in the legacy of our incredible alumni, and it's a beautiful place to be. And so, in this moment, together, in this place we share, we make our pledge to you. All of us who have stood here before you, cheered you from all around you, we do this to make a pledge to you. That Grinnell College offers itself to your imagination, that the care and brilliance and passion of the faculty, staff, students, and administration who have dedicated their time and lives to knowledge and its ability to foster and safeguard human dignity and global societies are gathered here from all over the world, eager and ready to co-create this place, this college, and yes, this world with you. Delight in learning together. Savor your good moments and let them be respite and renewal to you for the tough ones. Dwell in this place and shape it with your experiences and partnerships. And know, dear students and dear families, that we are here, that we believe in you, and that we are in place together to foster community and a world reborn with you. Dear Grinnellians, you are here and we are glad. Welcome to Grinnell, class of 2029.
Hello, my name is MJ Gibney, and I am the Associate Director of Student Involvement and Engagement and the Coordinator of New Student Orientation. Thank you. I want to thank all of the speakers who have welcomed you all today for their words of inspiration and encouragement. I also want to thank our facilities management staff for the work that they do for NSO. I would also like to say thank you to the many students, staff, and faculty that have participated in preparing for your arrival and helping to start your college experience off in a positive direction. We are now going to transition into the next phase of the day. Class of 2029 transfer students and exchange students, you are going to remain here in Darby Gym for your class photo. Please remain seated until your NSO ambassador directs you where to go. Families, friends, and guests, you are invited to join President Ann Harris and her senior leadership team for a reception in the field just outside. After the class photo and the reception, please take time to reconnect families to students in the area right outside the Bear to spend some farewell time before your students will re-engage with their NSO groups and head to dinner. Students, good luck as you start your college journey. I hope you enjoy all aspects of NSO. Families, enjoy your remaining visit, and don't forget to send a letter and/or a care package to your student every now and then. We hope that you will visit us sometime soon and have safe travels home. Thank you all for joining us.